Well, hello, my yoga loves. I have Mr. Jefferson here with me today. And you know, he and I were talking, as one does, with their dog, and decided that I don't think yet in this 20 days we've done any focus on the hips. So if we have and I have forgotten, so sorry. But it never hurts, right? Our hips are so important for helping relax the back. Anyway, so yesterday, you know, I was super congested. And I went and I got my first real Thai massage from like an actual woman from Thailand who walked all over my back and did all sorts of magical stretches. And it just, magical. If you can get a true Thai massage, do it, or come see me and we'll go together. So let's get started in child's pose. Grab some pillows or blocks because we are going to be in Pigeon for a bit. We're going to take a more forward approach at our hips. Sometimes we do it relaxed on the back, but not today. So coming into child's pose. One more cycle of breath. And make your way up to all fours. We're going to take 3 cow-cat. So I had a friend telling me with the last video with Jefferson, she's like, why don't you just move him off the mat? I mean, isn't what we want is for our pets or our children to love us and want to be near us? Why would I be mad when that happens? Right, buddy? When you feel complete with that, come to downward facing dog. Pedaling out, pawing out, lift the tailbone high, draw the elbows inward and then outward. So what I mean by that is they're coming in and out, right? Instead of this action where the elbow is pointing outward. Feet to hands, halfway lift. And fold. Inhale, rise up, arms up, pause. Lift up, pull the rib cage up away from the hips, then the shoulders lift up. We're taking a big squishy lift, and then exhale, fold, fall like water. Halfway lift, and come to a high plank. Pause here. Lower down, take an up dog or a cobra. Downward facing dog, good work. Just letting the body open up with the breath. In this real-time moment of living what you preach. Feet to hands, halfway lift. Bow. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bow. Halfway lift, inhale. High and low push-up. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Oh, brother. One more time. Feet to hands, halfway fold forward. Inhale, rise up. Forward fold, back down. Halfway lift. High push up. Low push up. Up dog. Downward facing dog. I'm jumping right in here to our half pigeon. Right leg forward. Whew. And just take a few breaths here. Rolling out side to side. Always welcome to sit on a block. Starting with your chest lifted. And then as you're ready, coming down onto the elbows. Keep your deep, full breath. While I was getting my massage yesterday, she said, "How are you so flexible and so tight?" Like, my God, woman, if you could help me figure out that answer, that would be amazing. You know, because part of the massage, they're manipulating your body into stretches. And so I can do that. But then when she went to walk on my back, she almost fell off because my back is like a turtle shell. Super hard. Anyways, it was a very interesting moment with this stranger who doesn't know me, who picked up on that instantaneously. Maybe I have to be flexible because I'm hard. I don't know. Or maybe I'm hard because I'm flexible. I don't know. There's something to explore there. We're just staying in this. So if you want to put a pillow under your forehead and rest on a pillow, please do. I'm working on being a little more active in the pose. I tend to roll into my front outside hip a lot, and so I'm working on picking it up and coming back center, getting deeper into that hip as opposed to relieving the pressure. Press up, lift the torso. We're coming into double pigeon now. So left leg on top of right. As always, if you need to put blocks under the knees, that's what you do. Hinge forward at the hips as far as you can. And then at the very end, right, like, okay, belly's on thighs, this is all I can do. Then tilt the head down. Active in the breath. This is definitely one of those poses, right, that the harder it is, the more it needs to be done. Because it's an easy's the wrong word. It's a simple way to create opening. Gently press up. We're coming into the other side now. Right leg will come to the back. Left leg in the front. Spending the time here, you can see I kind of thread back and forth. Just to get a gentle opening before the weight of my body is on that psoas or pushing that hip, the other left hip down. And making your way as you see fit. Couple more breaths here. Lift the torso up. Left leg will come on top, or right leg will come on top of left. Sorry, I don't know my sides. Sitting up tall, hinge, and then lean. Gently lift up. We're going to come to almost like a reverse tabletop, fingertips behind the hips, pointing towards the feet. Knees and feet are wide, and we're just going to rock side to side. Just getting a little alternating stretch in the hip. And then we're going to line up near a wall. We're going to take frog pose on the wall. I guess I should have said that at the beginning of your practice as well. You have time. So as you're ready, we're going to bring our glutes close to the wall. Knees are bent, feet are on the wall, and just walk the feet out however far you can. And this is a similar sensation as frog pose on the mat, though we don't have the weight of gravity pushing us the opposite direction. I would normally do this laying on the belly. So this is just a gentler opening, especially good for my friends with super tight hips. I'm just hanging out here. So we know that our emotions are in our hips, so things might be coming up for you, and typically you might notice like the emotion that comes up for you most frequently off the mat is what comes up in these poses. So for me, sometimes it's agitation, right? Like, why are we just sitting here? I'm ready to move. Because that is my kind of auto response in life, is agitation, and then I have to dig down from there and figure out, what am I actually feeling? Agitation is my response. And maybe you're laying here and this is just like delightful, right? Then I am pleased for you that you are in touch and moving through your emotions on a healthy manner in a daily basis. Because right, the belief is that the storage is in the hips. The emotions that have been neglected or ignored live there. And this really is a pose of time. So we can't just pop into our frog and expect, okay, the work is done, I've been here 5 seconds. right? We need time in this pose. And I'm adding a little pressure by pressing my knees away, just because I know that my hips can actually open a little more. And this stance is not giving me that opportunity without some manipulation. And just like we were doing earlier this week with the really deep, full breath, which allows expansion in places of the body that aren't used to expanding, which that's flexibility, right? Like that's what that is. So while you're here, work on deep, full breaths, the belly perhaps pressing up into the thigh cavity. So as I'm personally coming into awareness on my body, I am noticing that my left glute is holding a lot of tension. So as I'm exhaling and pressing a little deeper, I'm feeling that kind of relax a little. So had we gotten out of this pose 30 seconds ago, I would have never had that realization that I was holding tension there that I thought was not there. And we talk about this a lot, right? We come to the practice to be changed. If I wanted to be exactly who I was before the practice, I wouldn't show up. If I wanted my low back to be tight, if I wanted my shoulders to hurt, like why show up? And same with our spirit and our emotions. So digging inward, what does the stillness feel like? For some of you, it might feel like you could be doing something else right now, something productive. I commit to you that this is productive. Gentle awakening is productive. You can choose to end your practice in this pose, or if this is just incredibly uncomfortable, make your way into Savasana. You'll roll to one side and then lengthen out. I'm going to pause here personally. Coming back into the body. Wherever you are, slowly make your way to a fetal position. Pausing here. Just noticing, how does the low back feel? How does the hips feel? How do the glutes feel? Gently press yourself up to a simple seat. It might be a little sore, and that's okay. Move gently. We did deep opening today. As you're ready, inhale, both arms up overhead, tilt the chin up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Welcoming the flow of your life. And together we say, Namaste. Thank you, human.